God, you won't believe what we've just uncovered about Diddy. And trust me, this is absolutely mind-blowing. We've got our hands on some seriously disturbing footage that shows Diddy's completely unhinged behavior with Danity Kane's D.Woods. And let me tell you, it's going to leave you absolutely speechless. But hold on to your seats, because D.Woods is finally breaking her silence. And what she's about to reveal might just turn everything we thought we knew about Diddy completely upside down.
It's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around, and that was very traumatic. I don't think any of us at that time, there was no protecting anyone at that time. You signed a million NDAs and a million contracts that took away all your rights.
Let me spill all the tea about what's been going down these past few months, because Diddy has been caught up in some absolutely shocking allegations. And honestly, the fallout is still happening as we speak. With his trial set for May 2025, we're all on the edge of our seats because this could literally end his entire career. And if you think that's dramatic, just wait until you hear about the absolutely bizarre things he allegedly made young artists do under his so-called mentorship. One group that's right at the center of this whole scandal, Danity Kane. Sure, they looked like a success story on the surface, but honey, what was happening behind those closed doors will make your skin crawl.
From the outside, he was this mogul. He was this guy who, could make your dreams come true.
Now, brace yourselves, because this recently resurfaced footage of Diddy fat-shaming D.Woods is absolutely devastating. In the video, you can hear Diddy's cruel words crystal clear, asking D.Woods, "What's your stomach looking like? Are you feeling a little thick?" I mean, can you even imagine? The way he treated these women under his influence is just, I can't even.
Juanita, what's your stomach looking like? For real, are you feeling a little thick?
I always feel thick next to these skinny chicks.
You're like a burger away.
After keeping quiet for years, and honestly, who can blame her? D.Woods is finally ready to tell her truth about what really went down behind those closed doors with Diddy. And let me tell you, it's absolutely chilling. D.Woods, whose real name is Juanita Denise Woodgett, is painting a picture of what she calls dark, scary, predatory spaces that she and other young women were forced into while under Diddy's control. She's describing how he would literally break them down mentally, piece by painful piece, through the most cruel comments and manipulative behavior you can imagine. The way she tells it, he would just pick at them, absolutely destroying their self-esteem in ways that no one, and I mean no one, should ever have to experience, especially not while they're just trying to chase their dreams in an industry that's already brutal enough. When D.Woods talks about those dark moments, hearing some of the most degrading things anyone could possibly say to her, I mean, it just breaks your heart. From the outside, everyone saw Diddy as this powerful mogul who could make dreams come true, but inside his world, it was like a nightmare of fear, manipulation, and mental abuse. And here's the thing, D.Woods wasn't the only one going through this horror. She says Diddy treated these aspiring artists like they were just pieces of meat, constantly hammering home that their worth was tied to nothing but their looks, not their talent, not their hard work, nothing else. And get this, she's even saying that sometimes it felt downright dangerous to be alone in the same space as him.
Shannon, let's talk about the choice of the hair color change, and is this something you feel you want to stay with?
I really like it. I mean, I love being blonde too, but I like it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Diddy's camp is denying everything. Shocking, right? His legal team is pushing back hard against all these claims of misconduct, including some seriously disturbing accusations about those infamous white parties between 1998 and 2009. They're calling it all unsubstantiated and suggesting that this documentary, The Fall of Diddy, is just trying to cash in on his media presence. They're even complaining that the documentary producers didn't give them enough time or details to address the claims properly, crying that it's all one-sided.
Be more outspoken than a celebrity should be. So I think there's a lot of shock value to what I'm gonna say next. I definitely am trying to do it my way.
But D.Woods, she is not backing down. She feels like now is finally the time for her truth to be heard and respected. She is determined to make sure her story doesn't get buried under all this media circus surrounding Diddy. And while she's not accusing him of physical assault, her story is just, it's a wake-up call about what can happen when someone abuses their power like this. And here's the tea about Danity Kane's success. You'd think with their first album going platinum, Diddy would be all in, right? Wrong. It's like he was actively working against them from day one. When their debut album dropped, Diddy made it crystal clear he had zero faith in them. He wouldn't even produce more than 100,000 copies, claiming they'd never sell more than that. Can you believe the nerve? Even after they proved him wrong with massive success, it was like he couldn't care less about their growth.
Diddy definitely was able to get our names out to a large number of people, and that's something that all of us are very thankful for. I'd say, Diddy is very specific, and he likes things done a certain way, and so I constantly had to be striving for perfection with him.
Things only got worse. But wait, it gets worse. When Danity Kane landed this amazing opportunity to open for Christina Aguilera on her Back to Basics tour in 2006, which should have been huge, guess what Diddy and Bad Boy Records did? Absolutely nothing. They didn't put up a single penny to help fund their performances. These poor girls had no idea they'd blow up like they did, and they were literally sewing their own costumes from Forever 21. And still, crickets from the label.
The first time around, I was heavily controlled in that situation, and I wanted to come back and try to do it the way that I saw it happening.
The truth is, Diddy couldn't care less about their actual music career. All he wanted was the TV drama from making the band. The flashy, high-profile stuff. And when Danity Kane started becoming huge, Diddy and Bad Boy Records were scrambling to catch up, but by then, the damage was done. He was more interested in cashing in on the show's rights, TV deals, and anything else that didn't actually involve music. And don't even get me started on the money situation. The more famous they got, the deeper into debt they fell. It's heartbreaking debt.
I just want to throw you the facts, okay?
Sure.
So this is long after we have 2 double platinum albums, $15 an album from 2 million albums is, what is the math on that, 48 million? And this benevolent man who's just now had a change of heart and has decided to pay us as talent.
Can you believe MTV didn't even pay them for their time on making the band? And their deal with Bad Boy Records was so terrible they didn't see a single penny from their album sales. Even their manager jumped ship during their peak success. No support, no money, and a group that was slowly falling apart. It was a recipe for disaster. All this stress and tension eventually led to Danity Kane's breakup before they could even release a second album. The media was going crazy with questions they couldn't answer, and then the rumors started flying. First, they said D.Woods left to pursue acting. Totally false, by the way. Then TMZ drops this bomb that Aubrey O'Day was ditching the group for the Pussycat Dolls. It was just chaos. After Danity Kane fell apart, Diddy just moved on like they never existed, launching Day 26 and making the band 4. But guess what? The ratings for Day 26 couldn't even touch what Danity Kane brought in. That's when Diddy and MTV realized they'd messed up big time. Suddenly, they needed Danity Kane back, and fast. Out of nowhere, Danity Kane was hot again. They were working on a second album and making headlines alongside Day 26. The show was drama central. Hookups, fights, endless tension between group members. It was messy, but viewers couldn't get enough. But honey, this was just the beginning of the end. Things started going south when Diddy's relationship with Aubrey O'Day turned toxic. He used to love her. She was his golden girl, the face of Danity Kane. But when she started living that Hollywood socialite life and speaking her truth about how Diddy was treating them, baby, that's when everything changed.
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
The tension between Diddy and Aubrey just kept building and building. He couldn't handle her new confidence, her bold image, but most of all, he couldn't handle her honesty.
You want to show all your skin, you want to be naked, but the whole concept of Danity Kane was like, when it comes together, it's one.
Puff's going hard on the group, and then all of a sudden he singles me out and starts going on and on about how unhappy he is with me.
When Aubrey started speaking out about how Diddy was treating the group, how he'd pushed them aside for other projects, chilly, he was fuming. Those headlines painting him in a bad light, he couldn't take it. So what did he do? Started attacking her constantly, especially about her appearance and public image.
Diddy would be like, you're not hot anymore, like what happened? You don't have anything, like you don't have any curves. You're looking like you're not looking like, I can't get people to think that you're my good looking.
The drama just kept escalating, with Diddy claiming Aubrey was too focused on herself instead of the group. Aubrey tried to keep the focus on Danity Kane's success, But Diddy wasn't having any of it. And then things got really dark. The media started wondering what was really happening behind closed doors. The tension between them sparked these wild rumors that they were more than just business partners. People were whispering that they were sleeping together, and then came the bombshell, rumors about Aubrey being pregnant with Diddy's baby.
You ever been pregnant?
No. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
If I were pregnant, I'd have a baby.
Yeah. Pro-choice. Or, you know, you're pro.
I think women should make their own decisions about that, but I would personally have a child. I can't wait to have a child.
These rumors set off an absolute firestorm of gossip. Everyone was asking the same questions. Had Diddy's controlling behavior gone too far? Was there more to their strained relationship than just professional disagreements? The pregnancy rumors raised even more disturbing questions, with some suggesting Diddy might have forced Aubrey into a relationship, just like he allegedly did with other artists. The claims about Diddy allegedly forcing Aubrey into a relationship are absolutely chilling, and the pregnancy rumors? They're suggesting this wasn't the first time Diddy had been accused of coercing women into intimate situations for his own benefit. There have been whispers for years about how Diddy allegedly mistreated women, with accusations that he pressured them into unwanted relationships and even forced them to terminate pregnancies after encounters. If these claims turn out to be true, it paints such a disturbing picture of how Diddy supposedly used his power and influence over young women, including members of Danity Kane. It's absolutely shocking, and it makes you wonder how many people in the industry knew about this and just looked the other way. Were they too scared to speak up, or were they protecting their own interests? The whole situation is just heartbreaking, and it really makes you think about what else might be happening behind closed doors in the music industry. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to check out our next video for more shocking revelations.